Hey, Brian from GarageMahal. Welcome to May the 4th. So may the Force be with you. An awesome day for Star Wars people, fans, followers, everything. It's one of my favorite holidays. Typically, I am in Walt Disney World, but today we are having a live show here in the studio. So we forego that this year. And just to kind of give you an idea, so I am wearing the Star Wars Special Edition comic book cover t-shirt. And if you are a huge fan of Star Wars, back in the day these were these extra large comic books that were released, and this was the basic cover that was on it. So pretty awesome. This is a 2XL, just to give you an idea. I am 5'8" and probably about 220, so I'll give you a general idea of how this fits. And I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's a little cool up where we are today. And let me see what else we got going on here. Okay, so that is that t-shirt. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask. I'll keep my eye on the phone if there's any messages that come across. That'd be great. And once again, thanks for following, and I appreciate that. The more followers, the better. That gives me a good idea of what you guys like to see and what I can, show on the Amazon live shows. Anyhow, so that is that. Next, we are going to be showing the Star Wars Luke Skywalker, the Black Series helmet. And the boxes are, as usual, super nice all the way around. And I just like, when I get these, I kind of like just spend some time just going over each and every box, and that kind of gives you the, as it opens up, gives you kind of like the views from the top, so you can kind of like see them a little bit closer up. But yeah, these are always absolutely awesome. So let's open that up. You can tell I've had this open quite a few times, and we try to keep them packed away as best as we can and stored. So put that helmet behind me, but that is what it looks like. So give you kind of like the top view, the inside, and these cushions are, they are like super padded. So it's like pretty awesome. It has the adjustable mic here in the front, so the visor does not go up. Something I was kind of disappointed in, but it is what it is. But yeah, that thing is absolutely fantastic, and kind of give you an idea of how this fits. I always like to take my glasses off because I usually end up knocking them off when I do. So that's what the helmet looks like on. So pretty neat all the way around. And like I said, this is one of my favorite ones in the collection. And it actually, not that you're going to wear it all day. You might, I don't know. But it's the more comfortable helmets that they have out there. So, but yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. Any questions so far on anything? Because this is like such an awesome day for everything. Alright, so let's put this away in a box. I'm going to try to clean up as I go, just because at the end of the shows, it's kind of a fun experience putting everything back. And I'm like, where did I get this? Where does that go? And the boxes make great for storage. So that's awesome. Okay. Next, as I come back onto the set, this is the Darth Vader Black Series helmet. And let me just get this on the carousel. So that's how it looks outside the box. So I'll give it a quick rotation around so you can see the box. The box this is the biggest box in the Black Series, because this helmet is rather on the big side. So let's get this helmet off, and it comes with a stand, which is like super cool for display. Box behind me. So this comes off in sections. So let me keep my glasses on. So So this top piece is magnetic, so that comes off. So that is pretty cool. And then from the back, you can see, or from the top, so you have this strap that goes on, and then you have these kind of like quick snaps on the side, and then that piece will come off. And then again, I'll take my glasses off. You can wear these helmets with glasses, however, it's like a lot slower and more of a gentle put on. And then basically you just kind of slide your head in there, and then you have your back neck straps that will basically connect and snap you in. And then you put your top part of the helmet on, and then it just kind of like finds its magnetic home. So, and again, you just adjust the head strap to what fits you, if you can hear me properly through this. So that is that. And just pop that off. And then you just kind of slide out. And then, like I said, sometimes the neck straps do unsnap themselves. And I try not to put these on and off too much, just because they are plastic pieces. I've not had any problems with it. Again, I don't usually wear this unless I'm doing like a show, or somebody's like, hey, can I check out your Darth Vader helmet? And I'm like, okay. So, but that thing is, I think they're more for display rather than wearing, but that is just me. Kind of give you a top view. So I mean, that is pretty awesome, and it is absolutely movie accurate. I have not built my way up to having the full Darth Vader costume. One, I'm under 6 foot, so there's that problem. But like for the helmet, that is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so. And I said I was going to put these away as I go, but I think for the time crunch, we are just going to put these off onto the side. So let me grab the box, put the helmet on top, and then I'll be right back with the next one. So stay tuned. Okay. And if you hear a lot of noise off camera, that might be me falling, but I'll do my best not to do that. Okay, I think next is the Boba Fett as we come into frame. So let me just spin that around real quick. Let me get that correct on the carousel. So this is the Boba Fett Black Series helmet. Again, one of my favorite ones. And the boxes are like works of art in themselves. So I absolutely love keeping the boxes. So this does go down. I'm going to kind of gently help it, because it does snap down into place. And if you can see from the top, it does have a little video display on there. Kind of like shows some graphics. I know it's kind of hard to get the angle, but that is pretty cool. And again, this is an easier helmet to put on. Let me put this box behind me. So this one you can easily put on with glasses on. However, I'm going to take mine off, just because I always have trouble getting them right in position. So you can adjust the head strap so it fits perfectly on your head. And that's how it looks from all the sides. So pretty fantastic, and like I said, the little targeting display comes right down. And you can put that back up out of the way. But absolutely cool. That I waited a long time to get this, and I love how it's got like the battle damage on it, the re-armor, so you can kind of like see that has kind of like the mock rust all the way around it, just from the top view, more of a close-up view. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's so awesome. I love the fact that everything is very realistic looking, even though it's sci-fi, but pretty cool, right? All right, so just see if there's any comments, any questions. All right, so next up we are going to have the Stormtrooper helmet. Let me go grab that. as I grab it, coming back onto frame. So this is the Stormtrooper Black Series helmet. And again, boxes are absolutely awesome. I love showing the boxes. Anytime anyone asks to see the helmets, I'm like, I show them the helmets and then I show them the boxes. And people spend more time looking at the boxes than the actual helmet. It's crazy. So, let me just make sure we got this right on the carousel. Yep, okay, so one more quick spin around so we can show the box off. And this helmet, it actually came in, I think it was 3 pieces. So like some assembly was required, but it went back pretty easy. It was easy to assemble. Alright, I'll take my glasses off for this. And then this one, same thing, slips on right over your head. And this one is pretty comfortable. It actually has a nose piece that this helmet will sit on. So, again, if you're going to wear this for a while, like for, you know, a show or something, I mean, it does work pretty well. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is one thing that I don't think I ever noticed in any of the movies because they really don't bring you that close. But these side vents are actually like blue, and in the movies they actually might be open, but I like how like the detail on these are absolutely awesome. And that gives you a look on the inside of the helmet. I think I forgot to show that in some of the other ones, but so that's a quick spin around. But it is fully adjustable, so whatever size noggin or head you got. Oh, and it has the mic on the side to kind of give you a speaker. But pretty awesome. Okay. That's that. Absolutely love this. I've waited a super long time to get this helmet. I remember as a small boy seeing it, and just it was like the availability. You just couldn't get one. Thank you Amazon for actually carrying all these, and makes it easy for all of us to have access to everything. So cool. All right, let me see what else we got coming up on the carousel, and if there's any comments or questions, feel free to do so. Let me put this back off screen, and I'll be right back with the next item. All right, next thing we have is the Star Wars Timelines by DK Books, and this thing is absolutely fantastic. I pre-ordered it on Amazon forever ago and finally got it, and this thing has, it was definitely absolutely 100% worth the wait. And just to kind of give you an idea, let me get this pictured up here. I'll kind of like center that, but I won't show you every single page, but just the detail and table of contents, early history. Let me turn I thought I turned my personal phone off, but I guess it's binging everything else. So we'll put that into airplane mode real quick. Sorry about that. So, like the High Republic, some of the very beginnings, and just flipping through, it's great how it goes through there. They reference a lot of the, like the cartoons, the animated series. I don't even like calling them cartoons, animated series. So, but I mean, the graphics in here, the detail is absolutely great. And again, I'm just going to be flipping through this really quick, but the scenes from the movies, some of the pictures are just like awesome. I could kill like an entire day just like flipping through this book and just going through, like they show some of the war machines, just absolutely. I mean, the Battle of Coruscant, the reign of the Empire. I mean, it just goes through so much detail. It's extraordinary. Some of the stuff that I read in this, like I didn't even know. Like, and not that I consider myself a Star Wars expert by any means. It was just the fact that I followed every single thing, anything Star Wars that comes out. I'm like everybody else. I consume it. I just my whole world revolves around it, and this was just like a fantastic addition, and it was just like just a great reference. And what I'm being by like reference to here, I'll just flip through. We could spend days and days on this. Just this alone. I mean, like each page you probably could spend like an hour on just reading through and looking at the pictures and the artwork. Tremendous. And then, like, one of the best things, it has an index. Now, remembering back in school indexes, I used to be like, oh my goodness, like an index, like what is that used for? This, I mean, you can look up, you know, any character, any type of vehicle, scene, or whatever, and the index will tell you exactly what page is on. So, I mean, I'm going to read this cover to cover anyway. But if you are like me, you love, like, you know, hearing something like oh, Crimson Dawn. So you go into an index, you look for Crimson Dawn, and it'll tell you it's on page 134. Crimson Dawn and the Cloud Riders. So, I mean, it's just, like, packed. Like, if you're even a mild Star Wars fan, this is definitely a book to get. If you are a complete Star Wars fanatic, like I am, this is a must-have. And to give you an idea of how thick that book is. So, I mean, there is a lot of material in this. And sure, it's great to, you know, get stuff online and look through, but, I mean, to me, there's nothing like a good book that you just can sit down, put it in your lap, and just start flipping through the pages. I mean, absolutely great. So anyway, that's Star Wars Timelines. Great book, great book. Let me see what else we got coming up on the carousel. Any questions on anything yet so far? Next we have something I just acquired, and I'll be right back. Sorry, don't mean to go off scene on everybody, but it is just part of the live show, and oh my goodness, this is, I mean, don't travel, or I'm trying to get underneath my other screen. Don't travel without this. This is the Darth Vader full, F-U-L, I think that's how you pronounce it, suitcase. And this thing is absolutely, it's like crazy big. I just like, I mean, put it down here, it doesn't even do it justice. So let me back it up, put it on a chair for a quick spell. And so it's got the handle that comes up in the back. And it doesn't look like it comes up very far. I mean, that's as far as it comes. However, this suitcase is so large that is actually probably about like 36 inches, like the regular height of it, like any other cargo carrying suitcase cargo carry. I mean, this thing is... Alright, so let me show you the expansion pockets. I'm trying not to hit everything on my desk here. But so here is the expansion, how much it expands. So what I like to do is I like to pack everything I'm going to bring. And obviously this is probably a little bit large for a carry-on, so just kind of be aware of that. TSA and airlines will probably have a little bit of a problem if you try to get this onto an airplane, just because it's so big, especially if you expand it. So anyway, this is how I pack with this suitcase. I will pack everything that I need in here, and you're always going to forget something. You're going to forget an outfit, you're going to forget a jacket, a couple of shirts, a pair of long jeans. You hear the weather's going to get cold, or some thermals, but look how much extra room you have. So you pack it with the expansion compartment, which I think is on the other side, or is it here? Actually, I think that's just a regular open zipper. So you do the expansion zipper. I mean, this thing is so big it takes me like a couple minutes just to get around to the other side. Oh, okay, that is. So that is your expansion zipper. And I like, this is a zip around here. It's got the Star Wars logo on it, so that's awesome. And then you just zip that around. And that will keep it from expanding. So you pack it full, then when you need your extra room, you just basically unzip this around. And then you have your expansion on it. So just to give you an idea of how large this is. So you got like the double zipper. So this opens up, and as as I try not to hit everything on my studio desk. Inevitably, I probably will. But look at the room in here. It's absolutely amazing. So here, I kind of put this as like the liquids compartment. You put in your hairspray, your shampoo, any liquids, and again, this is going to be stowed underneath the aircraft, just to give you an idea. And then it has a luggage strap here on this side, so you can help hold your clothes back. It's got two sides, and then it has on this one side, it has I'm starting to bump everything. It has that little separator, so you can separate the compartments in here. And speaking of compartments, it also has a zip liner. Which I think you get it in frame. You know what? I'm doing this live without having to edit back. It's crazy. So it actually has another kind of like, I refer to this as the floor of the Millennium Falcon, if you know what I mean. So you can like stow stuff here and zip it shut. So you have another area to basically put heights. I almost said it. But anyway, you get the general idea. But this thing is tremendous. It is the biggest suitcase. It's almost like a steamer chest back in the day of steamer ships. But you kind of like zip this shut. And like I said, it's so big. Like you can't get to one side like very easy. But it's got the handle on top, so you can carry it sideways. And though it is large, it is absolutely super maneuverable. So I'll give you an idea. Again, I mean, it rolls really easy. And I absolutely love this. So you must have some questions out there. And if you don't, feel free just to say hi. That's great. Thanks for the follow. That's super helpful as well. And then that is the embossed Darth Vader logo on the front, which just makes this so awesome. But anyhow, my favorite luggage piece. That thing is huge. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. Next is going to be a Star Wars TIE Fighter. So let's get that. Yeah, let me make sure I got the right one here. Yep, so here it is. So this is the Imperial TIE Fighter, and this is from the Vintage Collection. So that's pretty neat. So it's got the Kenner on there, so it gives you, let me give you kind of a better logo. Let me flip the box around so you can kind of see all sides of this. And I have not opened this yet, so we're going to open this live. I'm going to slide this out. So that is the fuselage. These are the solar panels that are on the side. I think that's everything. I thought I saw. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, so that is a big piece. That's a big piece of solar panel. So it has your cool directions, and it kind of shows you how to click everything in place. So that's pretty cool. Put that back in the box, and it comes with the pilot here on the side. Give you kind of a top view experience of what he looks like, packed in plastic on the side. And then let's open this carefully. And let me get my handy dandy Leatherman out here. And we'll cut this plastic out. Okay, so we cut that side. Got that side. Let's cut the pilot out. So he is pretty cool. And I thought he had a little gun in there. Oh yeah, there it is. His little blaster. So let's open that up. Actually, I have scissors. Let's do that with scissors to make that a little bit easier. So that is a pilot and this pistol. So I guess that's his little targeting scope. So I can give you kind of a closer view of that. And again, he is posable. His legs bend. Actually, he bend at the knee too. So that is pretty fantastic. I love how he's got his little oxygen flight gear. I think his arms bend too. Yeah, his arms bend too. So that is, oh man, that's so awesome. Just to kind of give you an idea. Okay, I guess that bends in that way. So, okay, so we'll put him off onto the side. Put the scissors off to the side. Let's get these panels out of the way. I was hesitant to get these, and the only reason why is it just I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to open it up and lose any pieces or anything else. So I'm trying to keep it as intact as I can. So here we go. Pop one side out. Again, pretty awesome. And I thought I read somewhere about these. Oh yeah, so these retract out. That is pretty cool. So blasters retract out, so you can push them back in. So this is the compartment. The detail in that. Let me try to get higher up on it. The detail of that is pretty fantastic, man. Look at it. So this little guy, does that move? Man, I wish I could shrink myself and hop in here. It'd be like awesome. So the figure goes in there, and he's got like, I don't know if you can see, he's got like this little waist belt. So when you get him in there, so ever so gently, you can make him squeeze back, close him in there, and that's so he doesn't fly around. It's kind of like an actual seatbelt. Okay, so let's put these panels on. And they're kind of fit. It's kind of like a U, kind of like a horseshoe. So that, oh my goodness, the nostalgia of this is crazy. Okay, so, but yeah, so that is locked and loaded. And to give you an idea, it's gonna make a loud noise. I'm gonna eject this with this top button. So that mimics, like, so now, you know, it's like, I know, great sound effects. So that mimics the exploding TIE fighter, but look, I mean, that is probably, in this wing now, I popped it out, now it's not staying locked. Okay, now I think we're good. But that is as close to, I mean, as real as it looks for TIE fighter. I mean, it looks like it just came right out of the movie, and it looks like the scale is pretty good. And what I mean by that is, I mean, it's like, so the cockpit looks like it's about the right size. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. The scale, maybe he's a little off scale, but yeah, that looks very accurate. I mean, you can just see this thing kind of like cruising through space. How awesome is that? And then I got his little pistol here. Put that off on the side. I don't want to lose that. Quick drink of water. Anyway, let me check the carousel, see if we have any questions on this. Pretty awesome. Yeah, let me go put this off on the side. I'll be right back. All right, let's go into the carousel, So next, this is a Paladon Star Wars lighted logo. I mean, I absolutely love this thing. So you got the power switch on the side, so that will turn that on and off. And it's kind of hard with the studio lighting because it is bright in here. But so that's off, and that's on. So you can see kind of like the faint glow of that. So it does have a battery compartment. You can put batteries in. It has screw hole hooks, so you can hang this on a wall. However, I think it looks great on your desktop. And then I have it takes like, I guess it's a micro USB connection in the back. So if you have like some of those older cell phones or something laying around. But that is, there we go. That is absolutely awesome. And I just love having it sit here on display on the desk. Fantastic. I mean, this thing is great. It's that quick nostalgic look that you can have sitting right on your desktop, or like in your studio, or on a kitchen table. I don't know how your significant other would feel about that. Top of your refrigerator, for example. But I keep this right on my desk because it's great. And anytime I just want like a quick like Star Wars, to fill a need, I'm like, that's it. That's that glowing logo. So quick and easy. All right, no questions. If you're just tuning in, I appreciate the follow. It helps me figure out exactly what you guys want to watch, on Amazon Live, and then I can basically make sure that I have that ready for whoever joins in and watches. So next we are going to go to the Star Wars Micro Machine Squadron. So hang on one sec. So there's a lot to it. So this is the Millennium Falcon. I don't believe it is included in this one set. So we'll come back to that in a quick second. But we will show you. So that is the X-Wing, Micro Machines X-Wing. So kind of give you a closer view. And I'd love to open these, but I am not going to, just because it's part of my collection. And I want to keep it preserved as best as possible, but at least I'll give you kind of a view. So you have Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 figurines there, and they can fit inside the cockpit. So, and then that is the back of the box, so you can kind of view that. And that is the side. And that's the other side. But these are I mean, that is absolutely awesome looking. Okay. So that is your Luke Skywalker X-Wing with Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. Alright. And then next in the squadron is you have Darth Vader's X-Wing. Did I say Darth Vader's X-Wing? Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I knew what I was saying. I was just testing everybody out there. So it has the Darth Vader figure. So I'll give you kind of like a close-up view of that from the top. Then the side. But yeah, I mean, that is pretty awesome. And I can never figure out why like his TIE Fighter was like had the extended body off the back, but just to kind of like make it different. I guess it probably doubles as a bomber, I guess. But yeah, so that is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I can't believe I said X-Wing. Crazy. Okay. Also in the squadron, so you got like the two TIE Fighters. So put one off to the side. This one I will take out of the bag to show everybody what we get in here. My scissors are cut. I'm not cutting too well. Let me get down on this and get a better There we go. I got a better cutting angle. I know, taking forever. Almost done. Okay, there we go. So that is the plastic bag. So it has this little mystery vehicle figure. And again, I'd love to open that for you, but I'm going to try to keep this as one piece as possible. So, close-up view. So that's your TIE fighter. And it has a little TIE pilot in there as well. Give you a better view of that. That is the box. Pretty awesome. And yeah, that's a cool looking little TIE fighter that comes with that. And that was everything in that set. Pretty cool. Any questions? Thanks for following. If you followed, I appreciate that. Okay, next is the Millennium Falcon. Falcon. So also the Micro Machines Squadron, and I mean the detail on this. Let me see if I can't get some better views. And again, I'd love to take this out of the box. Unfortunately, I want to keep it as pristine as possible, but enough that I will absolutely positively share with everyone out there. That's great. And give you an idea of scale. So that is your TIE fighter. To kind of bring everything into scale of that. So it definitely holds true to scale. I mean, a TIE fighter is about the size of the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, just to kind of give you an idea. So this series does keep true to the scale on all the pieces. But yeah, that's your Micro Machines Millennium Falcon Squadron. Great. Awesome. I love that thing. Kind of put that. Let me put it a little bit off the side of the camera, so maybe you can kind of like just see the corner of that, give a little mystery to everything. So again, I'm here for questions. Hit me with anything you got. Okay, so here is a second TIE fighter, larger scale, and this is the Force Link 2.0 Star Wars, and it's from like the Rogue One series. So, pretty neat. And it comes with a TIE fighter pilot, and it comes with like the traditional blaster. So, that's pretty cool. And then on the back, you can kind of like see the box. And I'll show you all the different sides. And then it has the Force Link. I don't think it comes in here, but we'll open it up in a second. So this one comes in a couple different pieces, and it does have a set of directions that comes with it. And this one actually, when it explodes, it like cracks in half, which is pretty neat. So let's take a closer look at that. So that is your TIE fighter pilot. Like I said, he has the traditional Stormtrooper blaster. And I'm not going to force it out of plastic, but you see the TIE fighter pilot. I'll pop him out, and then we'll just put his blaster and stuff off to the side. But again, he's pretty cool. So get him ready to go into the TIE fighter. Okay. So this basically ties into the back. Ties for the TIE fighter. You know what I'm saying? Ties for the TIE fighter. My daughters are probably cringing hearing me make a dad joke. Alright, so we'll take these apart. So that was pretty cool. is kind of like, the ties are kind of like tissue paper. It's kind of weird. Like it's not like the typical metal plastic ties. All right, making a sacrifice. This one is not coming undone too easy. So we're gonna snip it with these scissors. Put all these pieces over here. All right, so here is one of the parts of the fuselage. Then that is the top. It's got spring loaded. So does that fit back here? Or do I have to put the other part of this together? All right. Let's see here. So here's the tie panels. I'll just put a little tissue paper piece through. Feels very rubbery, this outside panel part. So that's probably kind of cool. Oh, okay. So here's another part of that high fiber lid. So I guess that's two pieces. Is that the bottom? Or is that the front? We may never know. Okay, here we go. So looks like this is the front part. Canopy cockpit. So we'll put that together. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. So it looks like this has a certain configuration to that. I think that's how it goes. A little bit of force fit. Let's see if this one fits better on this side. So, kind of has this weird little cut near that goes towards that. I'm going to press down on that. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, so kind of push that into place. Cool. And I'll just kind of tweak it out a little bit so it's straight, but you can kind of see how it's a little off. So I'm going to straighten that out. And then this goes together here. And squeeze that together a little bit more. And it kind of rolls up into place. I think that's how it goes. This one's not snapping in. It should though. Hang on, let me just roll it. There we go. Boom and boom. So that is together. I said maybe we'll put a book or something in here to kind of spread that out so that it holds the shape better. And then this top has me kind of, where's that the bottom? Oh, that's the bottom. So that makes a lot of sense. So it has a little bit of a hinge here. Let me push that down into place. Go like this, and then it hinges in. A little bit of a pressure fit. Okay, there we go. And then that's your button down at the bottom. And then this is your cockpit hatch. It's kind of like form fits in there. Okay. Then that closes like that, then opens. So pretty cool. And then this little guy sits in here. So there you go. I thought I saw, oh yeah, here you have the green and red blasters. These fit in here. And I think because they shoot out, I think that's what this is for underneath. So pretty good. Absolutely awesome. That is really cool. So you can fire them one or singly. That's cool by how you lean on it. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so that is your Star Wars TIE Fighter. And I think it explodes too, so let's see what that does. So, push that button. I guess I gotta kind of, yeah, and then it kind of like falls into pieces, and you know, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Get it back together again, so yeah, so pretty neat. I would do the actual exploding effect, but it'll probably knock half the stuff on my desk off, and that's what I'm trying to, and there we go. So, pretty cool. And once you get that locked into place, and I almost shot myself. Okay. And I think those, they went all over the place. I got one here, and I don't know if the other one made it into the garbage or not, but so I'll find out later. Anyway, very cool. Let's see what's next up on the carousel. Any questions, comments? And I think that's everything. We did, yeah, we covered absolutely everything. So, Brian from GarageMahal, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining today, watching Amazon Live, and absolutely positively be safe out there and enjoy your Star Wars. May the Force be with you.